What's up, grinders? Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk about a bunch of ideas that have been thrown out in the comments section of my YouTube channel. Now, these ideas, first up, I'm just going to say I love fucking all these ideas. And maybe in some parallel universe, I might be able to find a way to combine them and we just have the ultimate idea. But let me explain the ideas or the proposals, all of them, and then I'm going to go into the difficulties surrounding them and then the possibilities. Okay, so the first idea is that people want to learn a language and they want to learn a language with me. So the proposal is, hey, Evildea, why don't you go learn another language? I know, another language on top of what I'm already learning. But instead of just sitting there behind the scenes learning it by yourself, why don't you record absolutely every moment of learning this language? So you'd make a video series where at any point I can click in hour 1, hour 50, hour 100, hour 1000, and I can follow along with you. Now, the reason they want to see this is because, well, essentially they want a study buddy, you know, someone to learn with them, someone they can take ideas from, someone they can take inspiration from, because, you know, I'm doing this, they want to be able to do it with me. Maybe we could even, like, the whole thing would be recorded, so it's like they would just literally study with me. So people love that idea, and I've seen this comment quite a bit. Now, I'm not going to go into the realism of that at this very moment. We'll get to that in a moment. Now, the second idea that people keep proposing, and this one has spawned into existence the more that I've done my Dreaming Spanish series, which is this one right here. I'm learning Spanish using the ALG Automatic Language Growth Method, and I'm recording a video every 50 hours. So basically, people want a comparison series using a more traditional approach for learning a language so that they can go do literally a comparison. So, I don't know, they want me to learn, say, German or something. It couldn't be a Romance language because I would basically piggyback off of this, but like they want me to learn a language which is considered to be equally as difficult as Spanish using a traditional approach, and then launch a series for that, 50-hour updates, so people can literally just go watch one, watch the other, and do a comparison. And then at 2,000 hours for, you know, both series, they could see realistically how far ahead I would be in one compared to the other. And this is just to answer that one simple question of efficiency. Again, I'll get into how realistic that is in a moment. But then I made a video back in June last year called This is my 100,000 subscriber language goal, which does feed into this idea, where I said, look guys, when I hit 100,000 subs, I have an idea that I will learn a language that the community dictates. Because for me as a person, I'm not learning languages so much because I want to speak with certain people or enjoy certain content or anything like that. It's a mental exercise for me. It's almost like just physical exercise for my brain, and I enjoy the challenge, and I specifically enjoy doing challenges which are outside what I normally believe to be the best way to do things. It's why I'm able to continue on with the ALG series in a lot of ways, the Dreaming Spanish one, because I am challenging myself to do something that I normally would not do. So I enjoy challenges, and therefore the language is less important, although it does play a role. That's why I said in this video right here that whatever language I learn at 100,000 subs, there's going to be certain caveats. The community is not going to be able to vote and just like fucking meme me and say, hey, Evildea, you're gonna learn Ithkal now. Like, that's not gonna happen. We'd be realistic about this. But at the same time, I dropped this video when this was back in June. I figured it would be a year and a half from this point and I'd be about 100,000 subs. But realistically, my channel growth has massively dropped off over the last year. And that's because a lot of the people who came to my channel for either the drama or the investigations. So the smart thing for me to do would be to always be dumping investigation videos. That's all I should do. And some people have actually said all I should focus on is investigation videos on this channel. But the reason I set out and did investigations in the first place was because I wanted to know what was realistically possible for someone committed to learning languages. I wanted to know where the limits were. Now, obviously that led into a lot of drama. It helped with growth and stuff on the channel. And I stopped investigations for a bit because my own life got busy. Again, I work full time, and I've kicked off investigations again because people do love them. For me, they are what they are, okay? Like, I don't find any particular interest in the investigations. I do enjoy kind of like the interviews that I sometimes do as part of the investigations because I get to chat with some interesting people. But like making the investigation videos is not like the most exciting thing in the world for me. In fact, the fun stuff for me is stuff that's actually me learning languages, which is the stuff that doesn't lead to much growth on YouTube, funnily enough. So, where am I going with all this? Why have I spoken about these multiple ideas? Well, because I have had, for example, my editor say recently, hey, Evildea, why don't you start a member-only series, one where you do actually just learn a language just for members, you know? You let your members choose the language, then you record everything for your members, and then maybe you do 50-hour updates for the public. And those 50-hour updates could be used as a comparison to the Dreaming Spanish series. You know, hit all the things at once. Now, I love the idea in some ways, okay? But in other ways, it would impact on the current languages I'm learning, both Spanish and Chinese, because I do 3 hours of Spanish a day and 2 hours of Chinese. That's basically all my free time. I would have to take away from those. And also, I know once I commit to a series... This is a long game, okay? Doing a series for learning a language and recording everything or whatnot, this is not like a programming tutorial where I could pump it out in a month, be done with it, and move on with my life. If I committed to this and let's say the community decided to choose Japanese, that's like the next 5 years of my life. Like, minimum. You know what I mean? Like, this is not an easy thing to do. Like, it would be the most epic series of all time, but at the same time, it would be absolutely batshit insane. Now, the reason I'm even bringing this up and I'm even playing with this idea is because I want to know how much, like, is there actually a demand for this? Like, if I started, let's say, Japanese or whatever language the community chose, and I recorded every moment of this, is this like 10 people want this type of thing? Or is this like something that you would all be like, holy shit, Evildea, do it, I'll become a member tomorrow? Because like, I don't know, if 25% of my regular viewers became members, I could literally just quit and do this full time. Now, I'm not out here begging for money or anything. I just want to know, is this something you guys actually want? Or is this just one of those insane ideas that everyone's like, hey, this would be great, but no one's ever going to do it? Because like, I want to know where people are really at. I do these challenges a lot for you guys. And if I don't see the demand for it, I'm just not going to do it. It's that simple, okay? And when I say I see the demand for it, like, I would have to see some serious fucking demand for me to even play with this idea, because I would hate to say, let's say hundreds of you guys said, yeah, we would sign up at, you know, join your membership, whatever, to watch this series at, you know, the highest level, whatever it is. I don't know, okay? And then like 5 of you signed up. I just like committed 5 years of my life to earning $15 a month. You know, like it would not be a smart use of my time. A smart use of my time would be to do more investigations. A smart use of my time would be to just get really good at Chinese, do more, you know, collaborations with Chinese influencers and YouTubers and stuff. Even do a fucking fitness series would probably be way more better use of my time. But no one has ever done that series before. Recorded a language. Like, there have been people who have done it. As in, like, I've seen some tiny YouTubers who record their study sessions. It's just 3 hours of a bad mic of them going, like, I would make it entertaining. Like, if I was to do it, it wouldn't be boring. So, I really want to know, is this something you guys realistically would want? And when I say would want, you would pay for. Let's put the cards down on the table and find out. And then I'll meditate over this over the next month while I'm over in China. Otherwise, I'll just be doing short little challenges here and there, because that would be the smart thing to do. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm always open to your input. I read every single comment that comes up on this channel, even though I only respond to, say, like 5% of them or 10% of them. It's just simply because actually responding to every comment is just hard, but I do read all the comments. I still do read all the comments to this day. There's not too many that I can't read, but I do read them all. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed the video. See you all in the next one. Evildea and Elmo out.